So the Liver King situation is sad. Let's see what's going on here. The first time I found out about the Liver King, I'm gonna be honest, it was an ad on Twitter, and it was like, yeah, by the way, this dude used, I think it was like steroids or something like that. But let's see what Oompaville has for us today.
This just in, the Liver King may be dead, dying. I think he's dying.
I lied, and I misled a lot of people.
Everyone's technically dying, but I think he's dying like faster than most people, like me. For example, I'm dying pretty slow. I've got my beautiful dogs here, and by the end of this video, I will consume them whole because I'm going to be partaking in some of the Liver King ways. And I will consume these dogs whole, especially Petey. She's delicious. She's like veal, very young, tender. It all equals flavor. A while ago, Death Star Delts.
You know, I'm dying, guys, because y'all won't like and subscribe. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Thank you.
Exposed Mr. Liver King for being a massive drug abuser. Performance-enhancing drugs, of course. He's lost credibility quite a bit over the last year.
The Liver King can fall back on the fact that these 9 ancestral tenets, for the most part, aren't very sexy. Like, yeah, we should sleep more. We should eat better. We should have a lot of better habits, and a lot of which are part of the 9 ancestral tenets. But again, this is nothing new. This is nothing that's going to sell. What he has to hone in on is selling and using the charlatan playbook to do so.
And before that, he was really kind of an interesting guy. He was a spectacle, truly, a novelty. He would do this. And he would eat balls. He would eat balls.
Primals, I'm going to attempt to eat my body weight in testicles today. You can track my progress on the testicle ticker below.
The Liver King has been shunned recently. People have been roasting him in the comments, but he's kind of had a few like micro comebacks. I'm not exactly sure what the is going on, but for a while now, it seems like the world is forgetting about the Primal King and his ways.
Primals, we are here at Battlefield, shooting guns. This is Ancestral Tenet 10.
Since Derek exposed him a while ago, I've had a lot of time to think about this.
It seems as if the Liver King has decided on behalf of the millions who follow him and the millions that will follow him in the future that it is better to not just keep them in the dark about his drug use, but to also lie about it when questioned.
I'm in the content world, and I'm in the consumption of fitness content world. I like watching these guys. I like learning from Derek. And for a while, I thought the Liver King was pretty interesting. His primal tenets are cool. They're interesting, whatever. He lives in Texas. I live in Texas. It's like, you know.
Why does everyone live in Texas?
The whole thing is really fucked up because the man rose to fame because of his crazy physique and the things that he was doing to his body that he was making people believe were leading to his physique. Eating testicles, eating raw animals.
Oh, sorry. I don't care how many 6-packs I can get real quick. I ain't eating testicles, man. You can keep that over there with the rest of you guys.
Stuff, chasing people, tribes people out in Africa and whatnot. Really bizarre stuff. Living that got him to look like a Greek god, like truly Apollo level of physique here. Shit's crazy. His heart probably pumps more blood with each pump than my heart has ever pumped blood. My heart's small. I have a little tiny heart.
His heart was 2 sizes too small.
The Liver King preached the strict and consistent adherence to the 9 ancestral tenets that were designed to outline a framework for a lifestyle that would emulate the ways that our ancient ancestors would have lived before the rise of technology and even the discovery of fire.
So the 9 ancestral tenets are these forces that have nourished us and shaped us to epigenetically express our highest and most dominant form. It's enabled us to become the baddest mammalian predators that ever lived.
Bro went viral for all this stuff, and honestly, a lot of it's pretty cool. The bonding thing, the sun thing, super important. The cold.
Wait, so what is he? Sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, code, sun, fight, and bond. I mean, those basically regular things in life, right? Like sleep, you need sleep. Eat, you need to eat. Move, guys. If you don't move, if you don't move it, you lose it. You know, you literally can develop like serious problems from not moving. Shield, I'm not sure what that means, by the way. Connect, I mean, you know, talking, whatever. I'm guessing. Code, sun, fights in Bond. I don't know. Okay, I never watched this stuff, so I wouldn't know what none of that mean.
Thing, connection thing, all this stuff is pretty good except for the fight. I'm not sure you really need to fist fight people unless they look like me. Then you should absolutely be fighting, but like fighting for your family. I understand what he's saying.
Okay, fight like that.
So people will be like, actually, Oompa protecting your family is incredibly important, and that's what the Second Amendment is for, and the 8th tenet of the primal living lifestyle. You'd know that if you weren't a fucking libtard. You'd know that if you weren't a fucking libtard. He even has a Mr. Beast style video, which is titled, Most Testicles Ever Eaten by One Person.
We're gonna see how many people we can trick into eating testicles so that we can increase the total testosterone for the entire savage city of Houston.
What?
And he opened a food truck to trick people basically into eating ball sacks.
If I'm gonna raise the test levels of the whole city of Houston, then I'm gonna need a whole lot of primals getting down on bull balls. Chef Lionel, what's on the menu?
I'm Liver King Chef Lionel. Here's what we're having for dinner tonight. We're going with the classics, testicles and liver. We're gonna have testicles, lemon juice, and lime juice, a little bit of salt as well. And then we have raw liver candied with maple syrup.
How much does it cost?
10 push-ups.
And don't forget, we're going for the record. Lionel, hit me!
Only about 3.5 pounds of testicles were eaten, 28 balls in total. That's like one of my balls. I have huge, heavy, dense, thick, creamy nuts, dude. They're creamy, bro.
Liver! I can't believe it. We sold out of everything. Liver King called and the primals showed up. This is why I love to call this savage city home. Texas is my backyard. Primal!
This man also, on top of building this influence from a lie, essentially, has also built a supplement company. He shills his liver code, his ancestral code, and he's got the ancestral supplements, which,
I wonder does the supplement have testicles in it?
by the way, we're doing quite well before he even came into the picture, but, you know, he was obviously in the picture from the very beginning, but before his massive rise of fame, his business thrived, no doubt, on the exposure that he got from his ball-eating videos.
If he was totally transparent about the financial upside, the explosion of the Liver King brand has had on his businesses, it would likely detract from the noble intentions he portrays his actions to be underpinned by. And that, ultimately, is the crux of the Liver King.
And all of this was predicated on the idea that if you lived a clean ancestral lifestyle, then you could also achieve what he had.
These are our ancestral ways. Do these things to express your highest and most dominant form.
Which is just a fucking lie, all right? That's just not true at all. That is incredibly dishonest, and every single influencer, anyone in any position of power that's making content and feeding it out to the masses using algorithms, we all know you're being manipulated by everyone. Even if they don't know they're manipulating you, you're being manipulated. Take your phone.
I have no idea what he's talking about. He tell lies. Anyway, please do not listen to Cowboy. We need the ad money. Finish the video, then go outside. Yeah, finish the video, then go outside.
Press the pause button.
I don't get ad for this, but like I need the views.
Go outside. Call your mom. Tell her you love her. And then do other stuff. Don't watch these videos. Liver King's a liar. So am I. So is
Did I say Cowboy? I meant Caleb. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
everybody else. But he's way worse, and he's a massive piece of shit, and that's what we're talking about today.
Claims that he's natural and that what he's, you know, is like living off the 9 pillars of health and sustainability or whatever the fuck it is, like liver and testicles and drinking blood, and like it's a gimmick.
Yeah, you can do exactly what he did, especially if you bought his supplements. He's got a lot of supplements. I have some of them. I've never tried. I don't really, it just seems like nonsense. I'm not eating no fucking thyroid. What the hell, dude? I have my own thyroid. Why would I eat someone else's? That seems weird. So, everything came out. It was because of Derek made a video about an email he received from Mr. Brian Johnson about consulting with him essentially on how to do more steroids and become jacked and really big, and, you know, how to abuse performance enhancing drugs but not die, because people just die whenever they do it wrong.
I've been working out for 35 years. I know how to train, eat, rest, and recover. I even have a hard shell hyperbaric chamber at my house. But as I've reached my mid-40s, it's getting harder and the back fat kills me. To support these exhaustive efforts, I've recently started taking Omnitrope. So if you guys don't know Omnitrope, this is pharmacy grade human growth hormone.
He was even asking how to lose stubborn fat on his back. What the f? dude? I feel like he's never been fat. Like, how do you even think about losing fat when you're not fat? It just seems dumb. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know anything about anything, guys. It's probably it. I love his email. His email is so funny. 45-gram protein shake with cold mineral water, 60-gram 60-gram maple syrup, 4 farm fresh eggs, creatine, collagen, gives you lemon salt. So he does do the lifestyle. So he's been doing it for a long time. That's not a lie. He actually does believe this works. But the doses of Omnitrope.
Here's what I'm currently taking. So here's this stack, IGF-1 LR3, presumably. I've been taking this for a year. CJC with IMAP, been taking this for a year. So here, I'm assuming he's talking about CJC 1295, drug affinity complex. Like there is a difference between, there's mod GRF 1-29, which is like a shorter acting. We'll get into it later.
Even if it's done on a 500-acre ranch paradise where the man who owns it doesn't go bowling or go out to eat or go to the movies, it's still a lie. And after all this shit came out, it was pretty awesome for people like me. I was like, yes, finally, he's a liar. That's great to see that he's actually been exposed for this in such a funny way.
Primals, I'm making this video to apologize. Because I f***ed up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people.
And it was kind of a weird response. It was more of a deflection than anything. He said that he didn't do it for himself. He did it for us.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called ancestral living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form. This is my fight. This is why I exist.
I don't really know what. Hoorah! But he mentioned suicide and talked about the 4,000 people who do that every single day and the 80,000 people that try and are unsuccessful. I don't really think that being misled into following the ancestral tenets by a guy who looks like a superhero that is lying about
Look like a superhero.
I don't think that's going to, do anything but further self-esteem issues, in all honesty. I really don't know. If it's a self-esteem issue that you're...
Yeah, because most people gonna be like, bro, I can't get like that. What you mean try to follow this, follow that? What? And then they're gonna get even more depressed because they can't look like him. And then they're like, oh, well, I'm about to just give up. If you know what that means. But anyway.
You're gonna be able to appeal to with your image and your stuff if you're trying to provide routine for people. I think them finding out that you're lying or just being dishonest from the very get-go is just as bad, if not worse, than just doing it natural and being like 15% smaller, but still eat the balls. You can still do it. You don't have to be a lying piece of shit.
He just wanted to eat balls, bro. That's what it sounded like to me.
Or whatever. He was also sure to flex his immense wealth during the apology video, which is awesome.
This is a complicated as topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye.
Tricky as fuck. I'm a guy, I'm really big and stuff, and I lied because people are unhappy and they're hurting themselves out there, and I'm trying to stop it. Whatever. That's kind of some super villain
I
type
think you
shit.
just sound like mystery. Or was it Mick
Flexing the wealth
McVince,
on
bro?
top of it, kind of a cringe thing to do. The shilling of supplements between me and you, we know that definitely, he made a lot of money off this. That's why he's being sued by so many different.
Yeah, but let's be real though. The only reason he put in that he was rich before is to show that this wasn't because of the money. It was because I wanted to help. I already had the money, so it wasn't because of the money. It's because I wanted to help. Come on, say what we got. Help.
people.
I have 3 companies that make $100 million a year. Liver King as a business is really the CEO of the ancestral lifestyle. All we're focused on right now is getting this message out there. How we're doing it is we're getting as many views, we're getting as many impressions. From the time I wake up, I'm creating content.
He surely denounced every single
That's what I need to start doing.
implication that his business success had anything to do with his lies.
The Liver King brand has had nothing, or at least very little, to do with my business success. My companies were already kicking ass, already successful before the Liver King public figure, growing at 50% year over year and still growing at the same pace
after the Liver King public figure.
It's highly improbable that the massive overnight success of the Liver King personality had anything to do with making money selling supplements. I will say the ancestral tenets are solid. There's a lot of solid advice, and if you're able to look past the lies and feel like you're not being misled, if you do it, you're going to be better off. Probably. Maybe not with balls, but whatever he's doing you'll be better off than being anything that has to do with that old cretin from Canada. You know what I'm talking about? That bitch. If this video gets 100,000 likes when Frankie dies, which will
says the video receive 100,000 subscribers. I don't know what that says, man.
probably be soon because she's an inbred pug. Yo, Comida de Perro. Liver King's had a bit of a family channel arc as well. It's, to be fair, way less cringe than other family channels.
Liver family, Liver boys, Savage Liver Boy Rad, Striker the Barbarian, my queen. We're gonna do a yeah boy, just to get the energy where it needs to be, so that we can have the greatest dinner, the most important meeting of the day. Who's with me?
Me.
Me. A little more life. This is why we're doing the activator. Exactly. All right, here we go. Yeah boy!
Yeah, boy!
Yeah boy!
Yeah, boy!
Yeah boy!
Yeah, boy!
Okay. Now, it's time! Let's see.
And how I've been saying that I want to eat my dogs, he's been eating after his dogs, and that looks worse, to be honest. I think I'd rather eat Petey or Frankie than do whatever the this is.
Look at what we have here. Some raw ribeye. Maester first. Use your discipline. Use your discipline. You earned it. Good guy, yeah. Action next. Use your...
Bro, that knife looks sick. I'm gonna be honest though. I will want one of those.
Discipline. Wait. Good guy, yes.
I don't really care for Dobermans. I think it's
Use your
Dobermans.
discipline. Use your... Don't lose to me. But I learned it too.
In the wake of all this, you can imagine he's essentially had all of his credibility disappear, and now he's talking about how much money he's worth, but is like just a last ditch. He has nothing to lose at this point. He's kind of a weed now. It seems like he's kind of a little bit more off the deep end. I will say though, he did actually stop taking peds after all this came out, I think, and he did genuinely strictly adhere to the ancestral tenets, and he's been doing that for a while. But things are taking a very, very, very strange turn, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because it's like there's some really insane shit that's going on in regard to the Liver King, and I'm gonna be the one to talk about it first. All right, guys, because I'm known for getting out the news on a in a fast way. What is that word I'm looking for? I don't know about for you guys, but for me, the Liver King appeared out of nowhere, and he was hiding away in his den, spouting knowledge of his primal powers and sharing his magic potion to all content creators who would partake. Lots of people were very interested in this. There's been a lot of visitors to the Liver King Ranch.
Ancestral Tenant 6 is to get fucking cold. No problem for Mirac.
Is this safe?
My grandma does this. You go inside yourself. You go deep.
Tomorrow is the day.
You know that I hold the world record for the world's largest pizza?
And I think that it's interesting looking at these visitors before everything happened.
The Bell brothers came to visit Liver King, and I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more grateful. We went and had an awesome dinner yesterday. We had an organ board yesterday. We got on the boat yesterday. We got in the lake yesterday. And you know what else we did? We just wound down the evening with some cold water and just hanging out.
Seems like nothing really has changed on the content side, aside from it just being more degenerate and less about being I don't know, it's like money stuff now. It's kind of weird.
J.P. Sears came to throw his lack of manliness against the merciless trials of the Crucible.
How do I look?
He's a comedian,
That's got any jet bug.
an unapologetic woke
The
activist,
CIA killed Kennedy.
and top political and scientific analyst.
You get annoyed by people who think the moon landing's fake. They have no idea the moon is fake. Idiots.
Out of all the visitors we are aware that Liver King has had, my favorite is this guy, Jesse James West. His visits to the Liver King Ranch are incredible.
This is Liver King.
What up, primals?
For the next 48 hours, I'm going to eat, train, live, and sleep with Liver King.
Hold on. The only person that sleeps with the king is Liver Queen.
Yes, sir.
He goes fully balls deep into it, doing exactly what the Liver King tells him to do, and it's a content dream. It's pretty cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, with just waking up minutes ago, what are we doing?
The Barbarian. And it's the hardest thing we're gonna do all week.
The Barbarian consists of holding 70-pound kettlebells, wearing a 70-pound backpack, 20-pound ankle weights, and pulling 120 pounds on a sled. And it's for a full mile.
He just goes in his house and then eats a literally.
Who needs vegetables when you can get down on testicles? No way, already. We got pizzle, which is penis. We got liver, and we got some fresh bone marrow. I know where we need to start, do you?
I would gladly go to the Liver King Ranch, but I would never eat a dick. I won't eat any of that nasty shit. I don't want to throw up.
The penis is cooked because otherwise you'll just chew on this like a piece of gum for about 3 days.
You know, I never thought I'd be having that problem. That's exactly what I imagined it. Is this gonna raise my testosterone?
You're gonna grow a second dick.
I don't want to do that. I don't like that. I have something wrong with me and I can't do that. He made him do 200-300 setups. He did it. That's pretty cool.
We're gonna do 150, 200, 300 GHD setup, and then we can eat whatever the we want.
And out of everybody, it seems like Jesse James West, whatever the that guy's name is, he really tried this stuff harder than most people. Not many people can do the stuff that Liver King advertises genuinely, like the Barbarian Challenge. This dude dove in head first and gave it all he had. I definitely couldn't stomach eating a pound of testicles raw and then hitting some crazy ass cardio. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I won't be able to eat that either, bro. Nah, I think I'm good. I think y'all can hold that. I'm not eating testicles, bro.
Good. But yeah, hey, Liver King, if you want me to come down to your ranch, I'll gladly come, but I don't want to do any physical exercise though. I don't do that anymore. I've given up on that. The first clips we showed with Jesse James West are a little bit older. Jesse James returned more recently, just a few months ago.
This is Liver King, and for the next 24 hours, he'll be putting me to the test to see if I have what it takes to become the ultimate barbarian. Oh my God, this is about to be real.
This time only for 24 hours, but he walked a mile with a bunch of weight on himself.
It's 70-pound kettlebells in each hand. It's 70 pounds in the backpack. It's 120 pounds already on top of a 65-pound sled. 20-pound ankle weights for 1 mile. And usually when we do this, it's across really nice, neat terrain, right? But this is not life. Let's strive, let's get started. Stage 1, the Barbarian Crucible begins. Uncaged, you motherfucking barbarian! Ah! Yeah,
435 pounds, according to a mathematical expert. Me. Jesse struggles with the challenge, of course, but eventually gets to the end. It's impressive. I like this. It's cool.
This is by far the worst thing I've done in a long time. And I've done some bad. Third bullet. I'd be so pissed if I bailed. Way more.
I'm gonna be honest. I would not be able to do this. I'm gonna be truthful with y'all. That would suck. That would suck so much.
More misery out of bailing.
The whole time, though, he's sitting in his recliner using a walkie-talkie. Just got a cigar. He's being a, you know, that's just what people do, I think, when they're really rich.
I see you, brother. I see you. I know you. You know you.
Yep. 600 to go.
And this is the fiery gates of hell. That hell that I told you is beneath the fucking current hell that you're living in.
Best part of this so far, I'm kicking off the sand. We're no longer trekking through stupid sand.
You got a fire in you, right? You got a heart that fucking beats, that expands and contracts. You got lungs that do the same.
One more hay bale, and then it's home stretch.
I want to know what the does he actually do this shit? Does he actually do these challenges? I mean,
it's the way he actually does them challenges, bro. Like, come on, bro. I don't believe that for a second.
and there's no way I could do this. Literally no way. I would never want to do this for one, or train to do this for two. But it is he claims he does this shit every Saturday. How does he partake in this crucible? How? Must be the 9 ancestral tenets or the performance enhancing drugs. No, PEDs are not. This is tough. This is some hard shit that he's really doing. I mean, like, it doesn't take away the fact that he's an actual badass. Genuinely, it's just fun to make fun of him on the internet. For real though, I think he'd blow.
I mean, I believe I could do it if I had some, like, what they call that? What they call that? Nose candy. Yeah, that make you hype. Don't do anything, right? Okay, I'm just playing. Don't do drugs, guys.
Well, I'm not sure how the man,
especially to get buff. No, don't do that. Come on now.
Man hasn't had a heart attack yet. We'll get to that, by the way. How would you? This is not healthy. This is not for longevity. This is actually hurting your body for some kind of just nonsensical, I guess, to sell more supplements. I really don't know why you would ever do this. He had my favorite vlogger at his ranch as well, a guy named Mo Vlogs. And this guy just doesn't seem like someone who should be visiting the Primal King.
So today we have a very exciting day. I'm going to be spending 24 hours with the Liver King himself. I'm going to be doing
Jeez, who is that right there, though? Anyway.
everything you do. Eating liver, going to lions, everything.
No hate to Mo or whatever, but like, this is not exactly my content.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So today we're here at one of the most special houses here in Dubai. And what you guys see behind me isn't just a collection of Rolls Royces, but each plate number on these cars costs millions of dollars. And the owner happens to be one of the richest men in the world.
I like this police officer that's just clearly photoshopped into the f***ing photo. That's pretty funny. Anyways, Olmo visited him too and said he was gonna do everything the Liver King does, which is what I would do: nibbling on raw meat, standing on dirt, and petting tigers. Wow, that's fun. This is a very epic.
It's chewy as if it's like this, right?
It's true.
It's very strong if it's like this.
Well, it just depends. I mean, if I get this out of my cow, it's absolutely safe. It depends on how many hands it's exchanged. It depends on where it's gone.
Delicious. That is an insanely delicious looking steak. I'm gonna be honest, man. I would eat that shit raw. That looks...
You know, I never had steak before. Never had it once. If you want to see me test out steak, I don't know, man. At some point in time, I'll probably do it. 1,000 subscribers. Anyway,
very, very high quality.
Said, well, as soon as you wake up in the mornings, take off your shoes, get in the sun, and walk on the dirt.
Was that a Lambo?
Connect with the earth, guys.
First thing in the morning, stack the sun in the earth, right? Get the sun on you, through the eyes, on the face, on the skin. Get the bare feet connected, anchored, grounded into the earth. You say it's pokey, but after a little bit of time, your feet are gonna adapt. You're gonna have no trouble with it.
Frick standing on business, stand on dirt, like me and the Liver King, like us grounding folks. I have a grounding blanket. That's the crazy thing, is like a lot of the stuff I do, I have a blanket that connects to my wall because of some studies I read, probably done by a company that makes blankets that connect to your wall. To be honest, this stuff's fun though. The whole grounding thing, I mean, it's pretty fun. I like the earth. I like Mother Nature. I like big ups. You know, all this stuff. My little beautiful dogs here. I'll eat them. I'll eat them to keep the circle of life going once they pass. Would I rather burn them, or would I rather eat two perfectly delicious corpses? I'm just kidding, by the way. I would never eat my dogs. I am actually kidding. I think people might get weird if I convince them enough that I'm going to eat my dogs. Not to be a hater, but Mo Vlog's performance at Liver King sucked ass. He just wanted to hang out for a minute. This is what I would do, for real. This is, if I went to the Liver King Ranch, this is some shit I would do. Jesse James West did a hell of a job, and it seemed cool, and it seemed interesting, and it seemed hard.
Yeah, it looks quite halfway decent, peaceful, no?
It reminds me of like a big version of my cat. Oh, he really likes you.
He's like, Papa.
Dad.
Dad, is that
He's
you?
like, Dad.
Just goes to show, like, these things are strong. This is what happens when you actually eat like raw meats and stuff.
That's right.
You see?
This is truly the peak time of the Liver King facade, though, when Mo went out there, and it's been an absolute decline since then. It's been sad. I keep seeing shit on TikTok that I'm like, what the f? Like this? Like, what is wrong with this guy? Is he all right? I hope he's all right. He's all strapped up, looking like fucking somebody who's strapped up or whatever, you know? So now the primary facet of the Liver King zeitgeist is the fact that he seems to be dying or something. He seems to be very sick, and I think he might just be playing it up for the internet or whatever, but his eyes all fucked up, and he keeps getting, he just looks bad a lot. He looks gray. No, he's still like leather. He still looks like leather. I was gonna say he looks gray, but we look gray. We don't look like leather. He looks like leather and we look gray. The recent Liver King arc is a similar arc that we've seen amongst other royal monarchs. Drastic, scary deterioration of health. That's the Liver King and King Charles. He don't look too good. Did he die? No, he's still alive. What the fuck?
Wait, what? What do you mean he's still alive? I thought he was dead.
He don't look too good. Did he die? No, he's still...
News broke that the Russian media on Monday afternoon, King Charles was dead. He was not, but no one really had time to check the details. What? He said, hey, we heard this. All right, put it out. We need to be the first to get this down.
Alive. What the fuck? It's almost as if the ancestral tenets don't work, guys. He doesn't look too good. I don't know. This is funny though.
Squat number 1. That's enough for today. That's right. Move.
I don't really understand this. He's being a fat guy, I guess. What a bizarre fascination with fat people we have.
What is that?
Isn't that bizarre? That is quite literally the Liver King if he wasn't a fucking steroid freak. Just kidding. No, he'd probably still be jacked as fuck. No, he wouldn't probably be. He would still look better than 99.9% of the entire population if he never took any steroids, to be honest with you guys. Because he's short too. If you're short and you have a consistent diet and you exercise consistently, it's good. It's good. I've been seeing that stuff recently a lot. Him being real sick, and also ads on Twitter that he's been taking out and purchasing to get more and more people to view his content, to draw in.
Yes, that's where I found him out at. Twitter ads, because I kept seeing, I was like, I don't even know who this is. Why am I getting his ad? And then after like I saw one, and then I read under it because it had like the little Twitter beware thing that they do, whatever it's called. And it was like, do keep in mind, he used supplements, so I thought it was steroids, but it was supplements, I guess, whatever. But it said, do keep in mind, he used supplements to look this way. This is not from what he said by this naturally eating guys. And I was like, oh snap. I didn't even know who this was, but it looked like it was faking, but they got ads. Okay, all right, whatever, next.
And more suckers into the primal tenets. I like to imagine that he's powered the same way as Santa's sleigh in the movie Elf, and that if you believe in him, he'll have more power. And now that nobody believes in him, he's powerless, and he's just like a normal cringe influencer who has a lot of money.
Permission to die, the doctor said. Say no risks, play it safe, stand in line. Is that really living though? In this very important moment, I become the thing I've always wanted to be. Only if you bleed for it. The risk and the pain commensurate with the reward and the pleasure.
And his arms hurt and he looks like he's dying. Poor guy. What's all this stuff? What's all this stuff? Who's this Frankenstein character here? So he lost an arm, and it seems like he lost an eye as well. There's a lot of stuff about his eye being all messed up. It's just ironic that he has eye health supplements that he actively sells, which is pretty funny because he looks like his eyes. Hey guys, guess what? His eyes don't look too healthy. I guess he won't see that coming. I guess that he took his eye off the ball.
Real man takes a spear to aim.
What the? That's so messed up. So messed up, Oompa.
Before he takes his fork to eat. In the wild and warmth, the flavors of success are revealed. Not in having, but in earning. And it brands a smile deep into the center of the soul. Life just takes better when you bleed and the body renews.
He did post a TikTok explaining what happened to his eye. He had the sound disabled, so we couldn't really listen to it. I think it was maybe a UMG strike down. They own his voice, potentially.
Primals want to know, what happened to Liver King's eye? Better question, what didn't happen to Liver King's eye? Truth is, this inquiry is one of the most beautiful Liver King's battle of all. Think about it, you never see again. Yep, that's right. Shit got real for a second there. And when shit gets real, we are reminded wholeheartedly to focus on things about it.
Luckily, he uploaded that shit to Instagram as well, and it actually has the sound. He sustained an eye injury that left him blind in that eye, and at one point, blind in his other eye as well. Though, the vision has returned to his good eye. What happened? What is the injury?
Just asking about the eye. Here's the deal. I sustained a pretty serious injury.
I want to see him eat his own eyeball, is what I want to see, guys. I want to see him upload a video of me.
Primals want to know, what am I having for breakfast? My own eyeball and my ball sack.
Surgeons apparently told him that he would lose his eye and there would be no way to regain the sight. And then one surgeon told him that there's a slight chance, but he's doing everything he can to regain the use of that eye. But he doesn't say how he got the fucking injury, all right? And luckily, there's another video where he finally gets to the point as to what happened to his eye, and he sustained the injury by working out with bands that were attached to a doorknob, and they detached from the anchor point, and he punched himself in the fucking face. The bands snapped into his eyes.
Boom, boom, boom. Snap. It comes off the anchor point, both of them. 2 fists to head, bands right into the eye, and then head to floor. Out cold.
And then he fell and hit his head on the concrete and knocked himself out. I assume the occipital part of his brain, the occipital lobe, it's in the back of your head. That's why when you hit the back of your head, it's like your vision just disappears, you know? If you've never done that, don't do it. It's terrible. But the whole band hitting your head, dude, one time I was
I don't think I ever did that. Second thing is, oh my gosh, god dang, if that's true, sheesh, bro, what the heck? So you always gotta be careful when you're working out.
I was doing like something like this. I don't know what that like a fly. That's what it's called. A fly, like a band fly or something. But it was more so just for my shoulders. It was really light. It's maybe a 15-pound band, and it had a little bracket at the end of it. And I stuck it in this thing. And then I was doing this, and I was moving it like that, and then it came off at the end, the apex of my movement, and it hit me right in the back of my fucking head, and it made my ears ring for like 3 days. And felt like it almost knocked me out. Shit is dangerous, man. So stop working out. Follow the 9 ancestral tenets of Oompaville. My ancestry, all losers. The first tenet, do nothing. The second tenet, feel entitled to everything. He also gave more details about his injury in a confessional on his website.
Liver King details eye surgery, confirms brain damage with EEG, drinks bottle of maple syrup on dare. LK chef attempts, barbarian and liver nerd talks.
At liverking.com, which we love. He also claims he has brain damage. Turns out Liver King's strong enough to knock self out, concuss, kill brain tissue. Imagine what I could do to a lesser primal. Yes, it's embarrassing as yes, it's serious as yes, I'm dealing with a host of issues related to the concussion, brain, and eye. Good. Lingering symptoms, 2 neurologists, 2 EEGs, appears the brain isn't firing in synchronicity and is behaving like a TBI. Hey man, take it easy. Don't be eating so many balls. All right, do something healthy for once. Okay, I think balls are healthy. I think eating animals is healthy. I really do, especially dogs. Recently deceased from natural causes. Farm fresh. All right, guys. Farm fresh pepperonis. All right. All right, little doggy.
Oh my God, I'm going to consume you. I'm going to eat you whole.
In the wake of this injury and the seemingly deteriorating health of the Liver King, because there's all these, other videos of him hooking himself up to machines and just not explaining it.
But here's the thing. There's always 126 ways to solve for any problem.
He looks like his skin looks, what is, like, it looks raw.
What? How are you solving the problem? The problem is still here. What's going on? Why you age so much, bro? It's the roids. I knew you never got a haircut. It's not that. It's definitely the steroids, bro. Why your face look like you're about 80?
There's speculation out there that he's just lying again because he's exaggerating stuff to just get views because why not? Why wouldn't you just lie continuously? There are also creators who feel that he is lying as well. Check out this video he posted himself.
Would he really be training this hard within a week? Could this possibly be some kind of a stunt?
You have to show the people something. Doctor paperwork, emergency paperwork, some type of proof that this really happened.
Well, you can see the official diagnosis right here. The eye is I know there's been a lot of questions online about the legitimacy of the eye. I get it. I completely deserve it. The truth is, I was never even going to share any of this about the eye. Partially just because I thought, how fucking embarrassing.
This addressing does make more sense. I have to give him the credit where credit is due. It does. I feel like he's an honest guy overall. Really, I genuinely believe that. I think that the whole ped fiend thing, better than being a fit fiend or coke fiend, I guess, like other creators are. I think. I don't know. I have no proof of that, but I feel like if this guy is the biggest piece of shit out there, then we could definitely have worse. A lot worse. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my Lord.
I think they figured out that he was going to eat him after the video ended.
Seems like Liver King's trying desperately to heal his eye, and I don't blame him. He's performing transferences of seances by eating primal cereal, which is eyes and milk, which is fucking disgusting and absolutely disturbing.
Look at my primal bowl of cereal. I got a bowl of eyeballs here. I got 18 eyeballs from bulls and from goats, some fresh milk from Liver King Ranch. There's my primal cereal. What, you don't think an eye for an eye is actually a real deal?
This guy has such balls.
I feel like I gotta throw up. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I gotta throw up after seeing that. What? No.
I really have to say, like, that he's holding back tears in this video. You can tell at the end. This has got to be just who wants to eat eyeballs? Nobody. Literally nobody. That isn't his only primal cereal, though, guys. Check out this primal cereal.
In the modern world,
balls.
We like to have our bowl of cereal, don't we?
No, we don't. I don't like cereal. I don't really like cereal that much. I'm not a big cereal guy. I eat a couple types of cereal. Sometimes I eat Magic Spoon and one of them fucking giant round balls. mini wheats. Sometimes I eat frosted mini wheats. That is it though. I don't like cereal. Anyways, one
Cereal is Reese's Puffs or what's it called? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's about it.
thing I can't help but notice is this guy loves putting balls in his mouth. Remember that wound he had on his arm earlier? He tore his bicep while wrestling one of his sons, one of his primal sons. Here's a video of the wrestling. I don't know why I'm showing this, but he could whoop their asses for sure. I don't know why they're pretending like he has a chance at all.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh.
No. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I knew it was already hurt. Man.
Wow, when he's hurt, I actually feel sympathy for him. He seems real AF when he's hurt like that, guys. Maybe he should be more like himself when he's hurt. He posted a fucking thing about this as well. Bicep tear healing protocol. How did Liver King tear his bicep? For a good couple years, I've been tormented by my shoulder. In spite of the injury, he still does jujitsu with his sons or wrestles them or whatever, which I get that totally. I've hurt my fucking right shoulder so many times, dude. I've hurt my left shoulder so much that it comes out of its home a little bit there, which cannot be good. This injury has affected his daily life quite substantially. He needs his wife to put his undies on, his socks and his shoes, and then tie his shoes for him, which is awesome. That's what wives are for. I've heard. I don't know. I don't have a wife yet. All right, guys. I might find out one of these days. I'm not sure.
This morning, my wife put my underwear on me because I couldn't do it. And then she put my socks on me, making sure to get all the creases out, you know, just like she was putting them on her own feet. And I was feeling so agitated and restless, and I could feel the stress that she had going on, that she didn't have the time to do this for me.
He also mentions that he's been such a burden on his wife. Good guy Liver King, self-aware Liver King here. He didn't want to bother his wife with opening up his pain med, so he just didn't take the Fent. All right, he didn't pop the Fs. So he didn't sleep, despite that being a core ancestral tenet. What the fuck is wrong with you, Liver King? What the fuck is wrong with you, you sick?
And last night I couldn't sleep because the pain was so fucking severe in the arm that I tried to go get a fucking pain pill to end it, and I couldn't fucking open the bottle, and I didn't want to ask her for help, so I didn't. So I didn't fucking sleep last night. I learned my lesson, maybe, kind of, sort of. Well, I asked her for help today, and she put my fucking underwear on me so that I could do this. Yeah. Way fucking stronger, man.
Not only are you lying, now you're straying from the path? The holy path? What about the great journey, you fuck? His next post
is a lie.
Post reveals that he can no longer put testosterone cream on his cocker, which is awesome.
This morning I found out that I couldn't open my own fucking bottle of testosterone. I found out I couldn't open a protein bottle. I couldn't open my own fucking door.
And then there's this video of the doctor saying he's gonna die or
The
whatever.
doctor told me to take it easy. He said to take up crossword puzzles, fishing. He told me to play the card game Solitaire. Permission to die. No risks. Play it safe.
Wife! What's an 8-letter word for PEDs? But I'm the f***ing Liberty!
That's such great. I'm the Liver King. This fucking guy's down an eye, an arm, he's got a traumatic brain injury. Soon he'll be down a hip or a leg or, God forbid, a heart, maybe a shoulder, potentially a foot. I also think he's back on steroids as well. He's getting back on it. I saw that. I'm not gonna fact check it. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. He looks like he is. That's all that matters, really, I guess. Anyways, guys, there are much worse influencers out there besides the Liver King.
Shit! I know he know what to do. I think he about to do.
This shit!
Oh yeah. Hey, you see the new one?
Where's our room?
He really is not that bad.
Wait. Fuzi still streams? I thought he took a break from the internet again.
Out of a guy, on the whole, a lot of the stuff's pretty healthy stuff to do. I don't know about eating balls and shit, but like, just being a good person and caring about your family and sleeping and stuff. It's good for you, getting some sun. There's a lot of good stuff that he's taking it to the next level. It's cringe for sure, but like, I don't know. Do we hate, is there other stuff like eating? He killed I forget exactly what he did. He killed some kind of living creature just to eat in one video or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. He's super primal, bro. He's super primal. Compared to the kick guys, he's a saint. Gonna be honest.
Compared to the kick guys, he's just a saint. There it goes from Uberville. There it goes. I mean, I don't really be on kick, so I wouldn't know. I don't really watch it, so I wouldn't know. But other than that, that was a good video from Oompa. I'm gonna be honest. Guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you do, don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to, link in description. And all I gotta say from that is, yeah, I mean, that was a good video. God dang. Second, I finally learned who the heck the Liver King is, because I'd be honest, I didn't know until like I think about a month ago. I can't really remember. I think it had to be like a month or two ago. I saw that ad. I was like, oh, okay. I really didn't care, and I just swiped past it. Now I finally know who he is. I still hopefully this man gets better. Hopefully he chills out, but probably not. I'm liking the video. And end of the day, just remember, guys, you don't need to take pills to get strong or buff. Just do what you got to do. Everybody has a limit. You can surpass your limit if you want to. Just don't use drugs to do it, obviously. And that second thing is, hey, don't forget to always make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, gamers, I'm out. Peace.